welcome back to another episode of Derailed.
What's going on, guys?
My name is B.
I'm Alex.
And we're going to do things a little differently today, I think.
A lot more winging it.
A lot more winging it
Whole
today.
lot more winging it.
Zero prep. So I was going to start this off with a little story, which I was briefly talking to Alex about, like, just right before we started filming. About my vet misdiagnosing my dog and causing me and my entire family
First of all,
emotional distress.
Hold on. I want to talk about this because you did.
You tell your side, I'll tell you the full story.
You did the whitest thing I ever heard.
What?
My dog's in distress. GoFundMe. I've never had a life problem where I was like, GoFundMe with the answer.
Why
She's
not?
like, yo, guys, I'm creating a GoFundMe.
You never used a GoFundMe?
For what?
For money that you don't have? Help?
Black
Charity?
people in the audience, GoFundMe. No, we don't do that.
You should try it.
GoFundMe. GoFundMe.
I know lots of people who use GoFundMe.
I'm with you.
Right? Thank you.
You've used a GoFundMe before?
No, I haven't.
But
a lot of
yeah, a lot of people do, and they're not just white.
especially for funerals.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I wanted some of this.
Okay, don't start scamming people.
Ah,
Don't just make a fake GoFundMe.
I'm
Be
not
like, give me money,
scam.
please.
Okay, what if I was honest? What if I was like, I'm black and I want some cash?
Well, I mean, that's what you can write. See if anyone will fucking donate
For
to your
just so we're
cause.
clear,
Being
every
like-
dollar they give me is mine.
Yes.
Like if they're like, yo, this guy's so real,
But-
here's $100.
Oh, well, I mean, try it. Honestly, let's try it. Let's try it, and then on the next episode, tell me if it worked. Tell me how much money you made. Let's do this.
Do a donation.
Legit.
I
do it.
I
Say,
hope
I'm
people- I hope
black and
people
I
are
want
watching.
money.
I hope people are gonna watch. We're gonna put this link in the description.
Yes.
Do it just to hurt B.
To
But
be
really,
fair,
I want the money.
I did
do
get a donation right away from
How
a
much?
friend. It was not a lot. It was like $40, but it's fine. I'm returning it. So this is what happened. So you get some context about what the fuck we're talking about.
Okay.
So what happened was, it was very sad. I woke up one morning and my dog Misha was suddenly like violently vomiting, violently having diarrhea. And in all honesty, she's always had stomach issues.
Okay.
So she'll randomly have diarrhea and vomiting and then it'll go away. And I usually when I go to the vet, nothing serious, totally fine. So when it was going, I was like, okay, I'm going to try to give her something like gravel or whatever to help. She was refusing anything. And I was like waiting. I think it was like an hour that this was happening. I'm like, shit, what if she got into like something poisonous? Like, what if something serious is going on? And then she peed blood, right? And that's when I freaked out, being like, when there's blood in their pee, that's a big serious problem. So I take her to the vet, right?
There's like a little blood in the stool. There's nothing wrong with pee. So.
Yeah, actually,
Gotcha.
it's more serious. Blood in the stool can happen from just straining too hard. Like you just push a little too hard and you cut your booty hole. But when it comes,
Talk about it.
it's but when you pee, there's no reason there should be blood in it unless you're a woman on your period, right? So, anyways, so there was blood in the pee. I'm like, this is serious. I took her to the vet. These motherfuckers, all right. They take her in and she tells me that, what the fuck did they do first? I'm trying to remember. What they did first was like, they just did an exam. They did a urine test. They called me saying the urine had bacteria and blood in it. So that's like bad. Could be a UTI. She said, there's a lot of rectal bleeding, like a lot. And it's worrying me. And I'm like, okay. She's like, so we should do some x-rays. And, that's a lot of money, right? X-rays. So originally, when they first quoted me, it was $400, which was a lot.
For just the X-rays?
For just the x-rays, which is a lot. But then they raised their prices. So they're suddenly telling me it's $690 for the x-rays. And I'm like, you told me $400 last time. And like, well, because we quoted you $400 last time, we'll honor it this time. I'm like, oh, thank you.
You're
Thank
doing me a
you.
fucking favor.
Yeah. Right? And I was already thinking of leaving this vet because they keep raising their prices and they're in a rich area, right? Like so they're just fucking like charging out the ass. So I was like, oh my God, okay, fine. Do the x-rays because obviously I don't want to miss something if something seriously is wrong with her.
Okay.
Then I get a call. She's been there all day at this point, and they tell me that there's an object in her stomach and it's causing an obstruction. And she could die from this. And they need to have an emergency surgery tomorrow. And I'm having a fucking I literally was like almost about to cry, being like, am I gonna lose my dog? What the fuck? So So then they go, yeah, and the surgery's gonna be a few $1,000s. I'm like, how much do you mean by a few $1,000s? And so she goes, she's like, I'll check. She comes back, it's gonna be $4,000 to $6,000. And I'm like, bitch, I don't have this money.
First of all, Misha had a good run.
Oh my god,
She had a good she had a good run.
No!
But she's never gonna run again. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's probably. I totally forgot. It's your actual dog. My bad.
Yes,
But I'm talking about a hypothetical dog. Sorry.
It's not a hypothetical dog.
Sorry.
So I'm already, I told her, I was like, I don't have this money. I barely have the money to pay you today. And I was like, I'll be able to pay this off, like, if you give me some time. Do you have payment plans? No.
Oh, sad.
Don't accept payment plans. Oh, sad. Not in school. Alex.
I'm just thinking of people who will give you money to pay them back.
Just go to OSA, be like, I'm in school, give me money, and then use it for my dog. Jesus.
Yo,
No, we're talking about committing fraud with the government, guys.
Easy home. You know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
You're not even trying.
Want to know what you're talking about.
It's fine. Finish your story.
Don't incriminate yourself. Okay. Remember, I'm not a lawyer. Okay, I can't help you here.
You will not let me rot in jail. You'll be in my courtroom. Come on.
I'm not going to defend you. Criminally? I can't do that.
Why?
We've already talked about this. All right. So they tell me that they need to do this. Yes.
You can't defend criminals? Aren't you a lawyer?
Editor, please cue the clip in the episode when we discuss.
Cue clip.
Rewind.
Come on, you're a paralegal. You know what they do behind closed doors.
Listen,
the bar exam.
I'm not part of that, and I didn't take the bar exam. I took a licensing test. I'm a paralegal. I swear to God, every episode.
Wait, you're not an actual lawyer?
This. Every episode, he's like, lawyer. I'm like, paralegal. Paralegal.
Is there a difference?
Lawyer? You took the bar. There is a difference.
What do you do?
I deal with small claims court and tribunals. I can't do superior court. I can't do majority of criminal law. I can do, like, summary convictions.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so I had to have a discussion. I told Jacques, I was like freaking out. I told my mom, I told my brother. My brother sent me some money to help, but like obviously he doesn't have thousands of dollars to give me. My mom didn't have thousands. My mom's like, my mom was literally my only hope, where she was gonna go into debt to pay for this, basically. And she's already close to bankruptcy, by the way, right now. So it's like a bad situation. Like, it's a bad situation for everyone.
That's terrible. What's going on?
Yeah. So
just high times economy-wise?
Everything in my family, it's just a lot. I'm not gonna get into it.
All right.
So when we brought her home, she wouldn't eat. Like, they told me not to give her any food, so that they would do x-rays again tomorrow, see if any changes, right? Maybe she's starting to like pass it, who knows. And so I fasted her. She looked depressed. She looked lethargic. She didn't look good. She wasn't vomiting or shitting anymore, which was good. And then the next morning, I'm thinking, literally, this is the last time I might see my dog. So I'm like cuddling her. I'm hugging her. I'm like, you know, I'm so torn. I bring her to the vet. These motherfuckers. What?
Nothing.
What are you singing? This is a sad story.
I know, and I'm trying to be sad with you,
right.
But I know it works out. So
okay, yeah.
It's fine.
Okay, so, so it was like hell, though, Alex. I dropped her off at 9 a.m. and I'm like, okay, they're just gonna do x-rays. Probably in a few hours I'll get a call. And I wait like 3 to 4 hours, no call. So I called them, like, how's Misha doing? Like, I'm scared. I'm like, what if she had a fucking seizure or died? And they're like waiting. They're like delaying calling me to tell me my dog's dead, you know? So
she looks like a woman who will cause a lot of fuss. And
I do.
See us in court.
I cause lots of problems.
And see us in court. So.
And you know what? I should sue at this point from what they did. So anyways,
5% for giving you the idea?
What?
5% for giving you the idea?
I had this idea before you gave it.
No.
All right.
We have it on camera. I just told you to do it.
No.
Oh.
Moving on.
All right. Keep that way.
So, I mean, if you help me with the case, maybe I'll give you a cut. All right.
Deal.
But what will you do?
I'll be the guy in the back just looking at the judge like, what she said.
Oh my God.
Facts.
You would literally kick out.
I object. I direct. I neglect. I'm gonna yell. Who? What?
Contempt
Is that a thing?
Yes, they could arrest you.
That's not a
You can't be a heckler in the courtroom. You can't get away with this shit. Jesus.
give you 10 to life. Wouldn't let him talk to me like that.
They'll drag you away. Security will take you out. The judge will be like, quiet, silence, order in the court.
All right, here,
All
got you.
All right. So
Way
I
too
think
much.
so. I think that's Judge Judy is wild.
Judge Judy.
But moving on from that. So I call them like, how's Misha doing? They're like, oh, they just finished up the x-ray. She'll be giving you a call soon about the results. I'm like, okay, 2 fucking hours later. Right? 2 hours later. I'm like, what is soon? So I called them again and I'm like, I still haven't gotten a call. They're like, oh, it'll be 15 to 20 minutes. I wait another hour and a half. And I called and I'm like, I want to talk to the doctor right now. You've had my dog for 6 hours for x-rays. I don't know what's going on. At this point, I think she's dead. All right. And so I didn't actually say all that. I just said, I want to talk to the doctor now. But in my head, that's what's going on. So she's like, okay, fine. And she put me on hold. The doctor comes on. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Crazy day. Back-to-back appointments. In my head, I'm like, what the fuck? And she's just like, yeah.
Sorry. I don't know if it's just because it's a dog. Imagine if that like it was like a real life like hospital. Like, you know,
Right?
like, my mom's been in. My mom's been gone for hours. It's a
Just
crazy
like,
day.
she's supposed to get
busy,
surgery today.
All that death.
What's
you know?
happening? Is she alive? Like, you know, you've been silent all day. It makes me wonder. So, yeah, it's pretty fucked up, right?
Dr.
So,
Butterfingers is having the morning of her life, and you're just trying to get a fucking.
I'm like, can you
That's
tell
fucked
me,
up.
is my dog
That's fucked
okay?
up.
So then she's like, yeah, so I was really happy with the x-rays today. There's no object in her stomach. I'm like, wait, what? What?
Wait, did they make you pay for this a second time too?
Yes. I paid I paid for those 2 fucking days of x-rays, right? I paid for
700 or
2
whatever?
x-rays. It was like $450 plus tax each. So I had to pay for that.
Oh my
The
god.
bill ended up being $2,100
Oh my God.
for 2 days
Oh my god.
of them dicking us around,
Oh my God.
misdiagnosing my dog, giving my whole family a heart attack, making my mom run to the bank to get like
loan?
money, like to basically get a loan for this fucking surgery. And then after I told my mom, she ran back to the bank because it was a Friday, right? So my mom's like, I don't want any fucking interest on
That's
this shit. Ran back to the bank on Friday, gave all the money back. But like, dude, and I was like, wait, there's nothing in her stomach. She was like, yeah, no, I mean, I still see some changes in the stomach. And in my head, I'm like, what do you mean changes? She's never gotten a stomach x-ray in her life. It's like they were trying to cover their ass. Like, oh yeah, there's still something. And they sent her home with ulcer medication. She had ulcers. And they didn't even say, and after they just sent her home, and I was like, what are the next steps? Like, you made it sound like this was a thing. And now you just send her home and you just ghosted me.
So she's fine.
She's fucking fine.
It's fine.
She's totally fine. She pooped normally today.
Sue them.
This is what I'm saying.
Sue.
This is what I'm saying.
Sue the large billboard in their parking lot right off of them. Be like, I want that. If you're like, no, I'll see you in fucking court then. Just fuck them.
But
Fuck
it's like,
them.
I'm thinking, like, I don't know anything when it comes to laws with animals, right? Like, I never studied that. So I have to look into that and be like, is there anything I could do? Because this is fucked up. Like, I didn't sleep for 2 nights. I didn't sleep. I spent $2,100 for you guys to lie to my face. Like, and also put my dog through whatever the fuck you guys were doing, leaving her there for hours.
Poor Misha.
I know. She's so traumatized. And she's mad at me. She's like, why'd you leave me there?
True trauma.
Literally, she always looks at me like,
Trauma.
why? And now when we take walks, she thinks I'm taking her to the vet, so she doesn't want to walk anymore. She drags against
Yeah,
me.
you're gonna
"Don't
have to
take
drag me
back."
out this bitch.
She's like, don't take me back there.
You don't get to fucking get me 3 times? Shame on me.
Literally, I can't even walk her anymore because she's like, I'm going to the vet. No. So that's what happened.
Well,
So that's why that GoFundMe came up and went down as fast as it did, because
she's stealing from your kids.
No.
She's
No.
she put a super and she
Only
probably,
one person
she probably
donated.
like drew like a super
They're
adorable
getting-
picture. Your kids, they're
It was a very
stealing
cute
money out
picture
your
of
wallet.
Misha. It was a very cute picture of me.
Stealing money out your wallet, send it to her to not give it to a vet because the vet's a liar, obviously.
Dude, I don't know what how could you say there was an object and the next day it's like, actually, no.
It feels like they should have refunded you.
Yeah.
Like, at the very least, at least you should have paid for both those x-rays.
And the
Even
thing
the
is,
second
it's
time
like,
was the first one was
everyone around me was like,
or if it was like the doctor's like wedding ring or watch, like it was just on the scanner. It was like, hey, beep, beep. Like, I fucking recognize that. What is that? I've seen that somewhere before.
But the thing is like everyone around me was like, I hope you threw a fit. And I was like, normally I would have, but I was so sleep deprived and I was so relieved that she was okay, that it was not the last day I was seeing my dog. I just wanted to take her and get the fuck out of there. Like, I was just so done.
Now you show up in a fucking like black power suit, fucking big glasses.
Now and like I'm
walking with your fucking lawyer bag. You walk, you put it down like big dick on the table.
Wait, stop!
Talk to your manager. You see, you're no fucking fun. You're no fucking
Why
fun.
do you have to do that?
No, it's okay. You're no fucking fun because that was a good fucking scenario, and I was gonna make it. I was
Okay,
getting to a point.
You gotta blur that arm out. It's a
It was a black arm.
It's always
Yeah.
about the sex and porn with always.
Yo, buddy, I've got so little time in the day. I pick and choose all my battles.
So like moving on from that topic, I actually had another medical thing that I was going to talk about.
What?
Where I watched a docu-movie. What do you call those? It's like a movie documentary type thing.
What?
It's called Take Care of Maya. I don't know if you've heard of it. Okay, so it's pretty messed up. And I think a lot of you with kids might want to hear it because even though it happens in the US, like it's more of an issue in the US, it's still like an interesting scenario, a messed up scenario. It's actually about a Polish family in the US.
Of course.
So there's that.
All good stories start with a Polish family.
Wait, so what does that mean? What's the last one you've heard of?
Something about the Polish slaughtering their friend in the U.S. or something like that. What was that Black Mirror episode? You know where they were in Poland, weren't they?
I don't think they were in Poland.
Black Mirror episode when the media mind
sure
just
they
killed their
weren't.
friend.
Pretty sure they weren't in Poland.
They weren't.
I don't know what
Close
you're
enough.
talking- Oh my god. You're just making shit up.
But my story had a better foundation. You guys see what I'm saying?
What?
They were from Poland. They were just not Polish.
Yeah, it's like, just what? Wait a minute.
Okay, so
Wait a minute.
So Take Care of Maya, essentially, I'll give you like the short of it. What the whole story was about was this girl who had something called, I think it's complex regional pain syndrome, which is a very rare illness. And it's essentially, the explanation was, you know how like when you get an injury or something, eventually inflammation goes down. Like it starts off inflamed and then it goes down, you feel better. And with people who have CRPS, it gets worse and worse. And so they actually have to be treated with ketamine. And that's the only thing that they've found works. Yeah, it's the only thing they found that works.
You should probably cut that part out.
And yeah.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Okay. Why are these things happening next to me all the time? So because she was diagnosed with this by the doctors, the ketamine helped, and at some point, like a year later, she had an episode. So they took her to emergency, and they took her specifically to John Hopkins Hospital. It's like all children's John Hopkins Hospital. I don't know why I'm having trouble with that.
White. I'm just saying things.
How? Yeah, why?
It's okay. Just continue your goddamn story. Let's go on with it.
Okay, so so they bring her there, and then because and this is why I wanted to bring it up. The mom is Polish.
Okay.
Very blunt, straightforward, pushy, saying, and she was also a nurse, so she was like, "My child has CRPS. She needs ketamine. She needs this dosage," and they took offense to it, and they also thought she was crazy. So they were like, why would you give a child this much ketamine? And basically all of the facts were in their favor, but this one woman, Dr. Sally Smith, she ended up accusing the parents of medical child abuse, accusing the mom of having Munchausen by proxy, which is it's like a mental illness where the mom exaggerates symptoms.
It's not just the mom. I think it's like anybody.
Anyone who has like any parent.
Yeah, they exaggerate.
But they were saying that her mother had it. And it's funny because they forced her to get a psychological evaluation. The psychologist said she doesn't have it. She doesn't have Munchausen by proxy.
Is Munchausen, when you talk about it, are you talking about? I thought it was like when like a parent or an adult like like makes
It's
the child
medical.
thinks they're more sick than they are.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what she's accusing of the mom of doing that. They called
Oh,
it,
okay,
and they
okay,
say
okay,
that the
okay, okay.
parent has the way they said it was the parent has Munchausen by proxy or whatever, and then the psychologist proved she did it. The doctor that was treating the child literally called Sally Smith saying, "She's diagnosed. I diagnosed her. I treated her. I give her the meds. If you do investigate this family or try to like put him in jail, it will cause irreparable harm to the family." And she ignored that, put in a report that it was abuse, and they essentially took custody of the child, kept her at the hospital for 3 months. It's a really messed up story, but it was the reason that like I recommend people to watch it is like it goes into so many areas of like obviously the issues with the child's child welfare system in the States, and also what was it? There was one other thing. Sorry, I'm like losing my train of thought. Biases against people. So it's like, you know, when they see a parent that knows their child's condition and is not like, you know, the way they described her was like as if she was crazy, but she's just very like blunt, straightforward person, and she was always reasonable. And she was a nurse too, so she knew what the fuck she was talking
So
about.
it all comes full circle.
It all comes full circle.
Polish people in America, it's fine.
What does that mean?
We'll just ignore them, you know, because
What
if
the
they had
fuck are you
if they had
saying?
ignored her, she'd still be out right now.
Wait, what?
Huh?
What?
I wasn't listening to anything, so
Oh
I'm
my-
not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of picked up on a few things, but I'm just trying to get back in the game.
What are you
It's
saying?
It's nothing personal.
Oh my god.
Is
Well,
the kid okay?
the kid is fine, but the mom killed herself. She killed herself because
That's dark.
it gets really dark because the judges kept listening
Shit.
to this Dr. Sally Smith, and then a reporter found out about it, made an article about it, and then thousands of families came forward. The same thing happened to them.
With that same
Where
hospital?
with that same hospital and the same doctor, where she talked to them for 5 to 9 minutes, like barely less than 10 minutes, immediately assumed that they were abusing their child, accused them, and some of them were thrown in jail. One guy was thrown in jail for a year. And then the charges would end up being cleared, but it was like literally irreparable damage to the
So
family.
just so we're clear, you're recommending violence against this doctor.
No, no,
no.
I don't condone
So that's so. What
violence.
is exactly is the moral of your story?
There's no more. I'm talking about the movie with
Oh.
you to talk about themes. You know, that's what you
Oh
do in a podcast.
yeah. So we're moving on.
Jesus.
So we're moving on. All right.
What do you mean moving
I thought
on?
you were going somewhere with it, and then when I realized that I was kind
I
of headed a
thought
dead
that you
end,
would
I
have
just-
commentary, but I consider
just-
you have children because the thing about this movie that it talks about is that
they would
all
have to
these
drag
parents-
my black ass out of there violently.
Yeah, that's not gonna help you get your child back.
Yeah, but it'll make me feel better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For like a moment. Until you can never see
An
your child
afternoon.
again
An afternoon.
and thrown in jail.
Come on.
What do you mean? Oh, come on.
Take off a cop's ear like Tyson. They don't want this. They don't want the smoke. They don't want the smoke. They only make it look like they want it, but they don't really want it.
I don't know what to say to this. All right, we're moving on. You have
Okay.
nothing of value to say to that situation at all. So, all right. I don't know if you'll have anything of value. Did you hear or did you watch the video of the stabbing at on the subway train on the way to Eglinton in Toronto? The stabbing where the guy stabbed the dude on the train and almost killed him.
That whole fight thing where he was running.
Yeah. Did you watch it?
Look rough.
Okay, so it's very controversial. Sorry, and I found it interesting to see the different sides of the coin because you know you have people who are saying that dumb like the white guy shouldn't have fucking kicked him or punched him or whatever the other
I
guy.
don't remember what
But
did
then-
it start over. I didn't remember.
So what happened, and this is from the explanation and some of what you can hear if you watch like the raw video, because I found the raw video like from beginning to end.
Oh, you shush it up.
Yeah, I found it. I
Well,
think it was on Reddit or
Well, I
something.
know.
And what happened was, I forgot the guy's name. Was his name Moses, the guy who stabbed him?
Doesn't
I
matter.
don't remember. Anyways, so the perpetrator.
Moses, really?
I don't. It started with an M. It was like Moses or something like that. Anyway, so he.
Okay.
Do you know his name?
I don't know. Finish up.
shut up.
Sorry. No. Finish up. I'm listening. I'm
Jesus.
listening.
All right, so he I'll just call him the perpetrator.
Yeah.
He was listening to music loudly on the subway train apparently, and then The other dude asked him to be quiet or turn it off or whatever. He refused to do it. So, like, from what I saw in the video, the other guy, the victim, I guess victim, and people argue whether he is, went up and actually, like, hit the guy and started a physical fight. And so they both started physically fighting each other. But
So the victim hit the guy, the perpetrator first.
Yeah, and that's why it's so controversial, right? Because you have people saying, why the fuck did he start a physical fight with this guy? But then you obviously have the people saying the perpetrator, what he did was it wasn't self-defense because he started stabbing him and chasing him down the train, right? So it's like it's self-defense if he was like trying to like scare him off to go away and the guy runs away and they move on, but he chased him and he went for him and he kept stabbing him. And so it's like, so what's your opinion on that? Are they both in the wrong here?
Well, it'll be assault. Well, it'll just be assault on both of them.
Yeah.
Because they're both in the wrong. You shouldn't have struck the guy first. Chase him down like you're in a Scream movie.
Yeah.
This is in real time. They're gonna want to throw the book at you.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
It's fine. It's man. So it's fine. It feels like it worked out.
And also people,
The
well,
scales of justice were immediately balanced.
but the thing too is like no, and everyone was saying no one was helping. And do you think people can help in that situation? Like besides let's say okay, pressing the yellow button, right? Because when you press the yellow bar, it alerts an
Actually,
emergency.
you're a Victor recorder. Like you're Roger recorder or something like that. What's up?
Who the fuck is he talking about?
You just watch them run by. You're like, oh no, they go with
No,
the
that's
knife.
not true. That's not true.
Lies. You just said you
That's
can't
not
help them. How
true.
would you help them then?
No, I'm asking a rhetorical, like I'm saying, can someone really help in that situation? I'm basing it off of what people say. They say like, oh, well, if you intervene, you could get stabbed. What? Can you get the mic when I say that?
Jordan will let that poor guy get stabbed to death.
Well, yeah, give your opinion. I want to hear it. Because a lot of people were saying it's so sad no one helped, but in my view, I was like, well, how could you really, besides alerting the authorities, what
Hey,
could you
stop.
do?
Yo, Jordan is there, just sitting there, just coaching, run,
Right.
run,
Stop.
faster,
Run!
yo,
It's
yo,
a train.
faster. He's gonna catch
train
you.
ends.
He's gonna catch
Train
you.
ends.
He's gonna get you. Duck, dodge, right, your other right.
Leave.
Because
Under his arm.
the thing is there was the woman I told you about who was stabbed on the bus. She was being stabbed in the head, and people pulled the person off of her and held them back. So
They could have done the same thing.
they could have done the same thing
A
with
person
this
with a
dude.
knife can easily be overpowered.
Yeah.
One or two other people could have easily helped him out.
Okay, so you're of the opinion that people should have jumped in and helped?
Of course, once he passes them, anybody who comes from the back can help him.
Yeah, because everyone ran away. Like
That's
they left them both
that's why
there.
he's on his own. It was just him.
So-
It was him, the knife, and Irene. It was a tough afternoon.
Is that who
Oh.
the guy's name was? Irene.
No, he's referencing me, myself, and Irene.
Oh,
we
the
got
movie.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's got that. But like,
See, I'm sober today. I'm able to catch
yo,
on a
we're
little
sober
faster.
as hell. Oh my
I'm
god.
actually able to catch most of what he says compared to
I'm sober as hell. Wait,
You're not on it.
whoa, wait a minute. Yo, I was supposed not to say it on air. What do you mean
I'm on.
most of what I'm saying today?
Yeah,
Are you just not understanding me?
probably. I'm pretty sure 90% of our episodes are me going, what? Huh? What did you say? What did Alex say? Someone explain.
You're not even offended.
I'm not.
He doesn't care. He didn't listen to my entire story about the movie. He doesn't even know what Take Care of Maya's about, and I spent 15 minutes
Who's
explaining
Maya?
it. She's the fucking girl who had the disease. Look!
Anyone?
What?
You guys just gonna let her say words at me?
Yeah. What? They're not going to intervene. Jordan said he watched a man get stabbed. You're not going to intervene. The verbal debate. You're just chilling.
I had nothing at all. I have no idea what she's talking about.
I don't either. Let's move on. So, did you know that South Korea got rid of its Korean age?
Of what?
Did you know South Korea got rid of its Korean age? So this is the weirdest thing I heard too. It's like a little fact I'm just gonna
I know
throw
that
at
means.
you. Apparently, everyone in Korea, before they did this recently, I think they did this in June or July. Everyone in Korea is born 1 year old. So it's not like it starts at 0 and they count. They're born 1 year old, and no matter when your birthday was, everyone's age would change on January 1st of the new year. And they got rid of it because they were saying it's too confusing. So a bunch of people are actually a year or a year and a half younger than they were before, because now they're going by like everyone else's age process.
It's a little metaphorical to me.
It's real.
It changes nothing. Just because you say I'm 1 year younger doesn't change the fact that I'm my age.
I know, but it's funny because there are people who are like, I think what was it?
North Korea, you said?
South Korea.
Tomato.
No. No! That's not no! Jesus!
No.
You know anything? Okay.
So, wait.
Jeez.
You start holding up bigger, and then they have to revert to have the information.
100%.
Oh, I never looked that up. That would be interesting.
We'll see you in small court.
But that's the thing.
100%.
It's like I was seeing people who were like, what was it? They were supposed to be like 19 or 18 or no, you know what they did? Actually, they increased the legal drinking age to accommodate people who could already legally drink. So they increased it by a year.
Sorry, officer. She's
Yeah.
18 this morning.
That's what I was trying to say. That's good, because that's exactly what I was gonna go.
But is
So
it-
all those people who was in jail
Hold
or
on.
not in jail for these
Hold
age,
on.
and then the age changed. With we gotta get out of Dodge. She's 16 now,
What's the
boy.
age of consent in South Korea? 20 years old.
They have consent in South Korea. You know what? I'm sure they do.
I'm
I'm sure they do. I'm sure.
Oh, Jesus. Alex. I've just learned how ignorant you are of Korea.
They all look 16 anyways.
See, that was Mike, and that was Mike. I didn't even. Good for them.
Yeah, he didn't say it that way. I'm not gonna take it.
That wasn't what Mike
Defend him.
said.
Don't defend him.
That wasn't what Mike said.
Don't defend him. All right. So, so that was interesting. One thing I also was gonna point out, but now it's August when we're filming this, was July was Disability Pride Month, and I didn't know. Did you know? I don't think anyone knows. Apparently, it's a
Do me a
thing.
favor, say that out again. Disability pride.
Yeah.
Is that all July is? Or is it a month for
It's all of July. Well, I don't know. It's so confusing.
Are we
now.
actually?
There's
Are we
so many
gonna?
things now.
Are we gonna entertain this conversation?
Why not? What do you have a problem with people being proud and disabled? Huh?
I want to know if July represents more than just what you just said. Like, I feel like there's a month for all kinds of different.
That's what I'm
different shit
saying is
now.
like it's confusing, right? Because I feel like every month I learn that this month is this, and it seems like there's multiple. Sometimes there are multiple things in the same month.
Mhm.
So it's kind of weird how people just decide that. Like where
Stupid.
does it come
Disability
from?
pride month.
Spectrum
why are
awareness.
you like this?
I just
Spectrum awareness.
actually. Why are you like this?
Why are you like this?
Spectrum Awareness Month. I like that.
Anyways, I just wanted to bring
You
that
see
up.
how silly it sounds when you say it out loud like that?
What?
Huh?
What's so silly about it?
Nothing.
What's so
at all.
silly about it? You want to give your ableist point of view, huh, Alex? I like it.
I am able. I am able. I am
my
able.
God.
High five me. Maybe
Get
next
outta here.
time.
Get out of here. Have you? And one thing I wanted.
Every able-bodied person at the house say hey. Hey.
Well, one thing I wanted to ask you too is like, do you recognize the name Elizabeth Holmes?
Sherlock Holmes' wife. That's what I was going. That's what I was gonna say. Wasn't that Sherlock's thing?
All right. Okay. Why do I even like bother? Why do I
No.
bother? I just.
You come
I
for the
just-
kicks, but you stay for the Alex. It's okay.
I just hope you know the things that are going on in the world, and I say words, and you're just like, ah. Okay. Well, anyways, I just I don't even know if I want to talk about this with you.
What?
I don't even know. She's just a woman who just resurfaced recently, and honestly, when I first heard her name, I didn't know who she was either. Like I had no idea, but apparently she was like circulating in the news for like years.
So was our guest really So crazy.
No, it's just funny how it's like a series of events this episode. Like everything I have said, he's just like.
I'm trying to give you my best. This is just how I feel about things going through your head.
Yeah.
About it,
I
though.
feel okay.
I respect it though.
All right,
Oh,
sure
yeah.
you do. So Elizabeth Holmes was a woman who she was actually supposed to be someone who was like groundbreaking in the medical community because she had this like machine that they claimed what was it? It was supposed to revolutionize blood testing.
Okay.
I can't remember why. I think it was supposed to be like faster or something like that, or more efficient. And but what they were doing was they were actually faking the results.
Lose myself. I just realized I don't even know what my blood type is. You know what blood type is?
Yeah, I'm O negative.
That means you can show everybody.
That means that I'm the universal donor,
Yeah,
but
with
I can
everyone.
only take O if I need it.
Oh.
Like O negative, I think. Yeah, so I'm fucked.
That's tough.
Although I know 2 people who are O negative, so Z is
Sounds
one of
like you're
them.
very
So I
important.
could get his blood if I need it.
It seems like you're very important. Do you guys know your blood types?
Red.
Shut
You're
the-
red?
Shut
Okay.
the fuck up.
Shut up.
Fuck up. This guy. You know your blood type? No?
You can ask like your next blood test. Your next
Oh, I'm definitely gonna ask. I
Yeah,
want
just
to know.
ask
I'm
them for
curious now. We had
It's
that.
good to
We had
know.
that B positive joke. Yeah, it was really funny. But I didn't. I realized after that joke, I
like, I don't know
I
my
wouldn't even.
blood type.
I'd be like, actually, if I was dying right now, I can even crack the joke as I die because I genuinely don't know.
Yeah, you should probably know.
That should probably feel like something I should know.
What's weird too is when I was born, my mom wrote down that they said I was O positive, and then when I did the
What's the
blood test,
difference
it was O
between
negative.
positive and negative?
O positive is a little different because I think O positive is not. It's not the universal donor. Jacques knows. Tell us.
Positive.
You have to get the mic.
It's positive universal receiver, no?
Positive is like you can take both positive and negative, like blood types. But negative, you can only take negative. So she's actually the
But
worst.
O negative can only take O. I'm
O-
pretty sure. I can't take A, B, or anything. I can't take negative.
Yeah, but
I can only take O negative.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what
Yeah.
you're saying. You're saying that
Yeah.
O positive
Oh,
can
well,
take
there you go.
everything else, or O
Fact check.
can O positive also take like A and B and stuff?
Yeah, that seems about right. Jordan gave me a chart. It's like positive can take some, like all the positive and negative stuff below, like only B. A can only take like A positive, same idea, only everything below it. AB can take everything, which is me, but not.
What's O positive and O negative?
It's just
O positive can take everything. O negative can only take O negative.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
and
I know.
universal. No.
I'm the bottom of the barrel.
Bottom, yeah.
I'm screwed if I need blood.
Half
Oh, my mom would be happy about that because she's a Jehovah's Witness. She's always like, don't take blood.
Sorry.
It's a whole thing.
Today.
No, I'm not. Anyway, you don't know about that?
Well, in what?
Blood transfusions, we're not allowed to have them if we're a Jehovah's Witness.
I heard about it. Sounds
Yeah.
like a tough day for you guys. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck them if they don't want it. You don't want it, baby. This right here. That fucker. She's a witness. Let her witness this. That day.
Okay, so she was supposed to revolutionize blood testing machines, right? Elizabeth Holmes. And turns out that they were actually faking the data. There were a lot of issues with the machines. They could have caused people to die.
Why would
actually.
they do that? Why would they?
Be-
Here's the thing. Someone's
because
going to
she's a
figure that out at some
psychopath.
point.
Because she's a psychopath. So essentially, she's going to be serving 11 and a half years in jail for this, right? For this fraud. Because it was like, they knew about it. They knew about it. And she's a CEO. And now she had an interview with, what was it? Rolling Stone? Vice? Can't remember. She had an interview with somebody. And we'll have to look up where, but she had an interview where she was trying to like look like the homemaker mother that's just like a normal person now and didn't mean to hurt anybody. And it's
What's
like,
this? Is this Chelsea? What's happening here? Is this Chelsea?
is this what?
Nothing. Finish your story. It's fine.
What did he say to me?
Nothing. Finish the story.
What
It's
did
fine.
you say to me?
Nothing. Finish the story.
No, but what did you say to
It's
me?
okay. I moved on.
I didn't.
I moved
I
on.
haven't.
Just so she's a homemaker.
All right. Anyways. What was I saying? Oh yeah, she's trying to make it seem like she's like this nice, quiet housewife who never did any wrong type thing. It's like this PR thing. and is trying to use like because people are starting to say it's kind of messed up. People are trying to say that like she got pregnant around the time she had the allegations.
Okay.
And she's using her kids as like a reason to try to not go to jail now. It's like what lawyers are saying, like, oh, she has kids now, she should go to jail. Everyone's like, you tried to kill people. Like you knowingly were like potentially killing people.
And then she's sorry.
And she's like, I'm sorry.
And she's sorry, you know?
I apologize.
And I hope
I made millions.
she wouldn't do it again and get caught. So, you know, chances.
Is that all that matters? Is getting caught?
Realistically, is that a problem until you got?
I mean, yes. I mean, yes. It is a problem because you're killing people.
I mean,
there are a lot of murderers who have not been caught.
it sounds like just regular death to me. Murder is a lot. But if I don't get caught, it's never murder. Hold on.
It is always murder. Just because no one's looking doesn't mean you didn't kill somebody.
I got a good joke for you.
This is not a tree falls in the forest.
That's exactly how I was thinking.
It is not a tree falls in the...
If a handicapped kid falls in the forest, it's so sad.
Why handicap? I only really have one more interesting fact. Everything else were like things I watch, but I don't feel like talking about them with you today.
Oh, come on.
I really don't.
It's your first time back in weeks.
I know.
I'm enjoying this.
You're enjoying
it.
It
feels good. Don't
oh,
be like this.
No, I already know where it's gonna go, so I'm just gonna talk about. It's fine. One thing I read. An interesting fact. So we talked about schools a lot, right? And we had that debate with Z where we were talking about like schools versus prisons. And one thing I read is like there's actually entire books on it of how school was actually made to crush your spirit originally, because the school system was originally made to get people prepared to go into the factory work. Like factory
I thought it was
system.
preparing us for prison directly. Somebody broke it down to me.
Oh my god.
Really, I thought about like an off day.
No,
grade
it's
one.
more factory work. Like it was like, you know, when they would work like 18-hour days and they would basically be like working like
But
machine
that's basically
jobs.
the same thing with prison, except
Essentially,
for
it was essentially slavery.
But when you think about it, even factory work, you can get up and leave if you want to. It's way closer to prison. Think about it. When you're in school, you can't just leave. Right?
I mean,
you got short periods
you
get short period of breaks with guards basically patrolling the perimeter.
But there are consequences to leaving in both scenarios. Like if you leave the factory job, there are consequences, and I don't even know if they were able to just leave back then, because that was before like the Industrial Revolution, right?
Bells and sounds.
Oh wait, Mike has something to say.
Bells and sounds dictate your whole day.
So what you're saying, Alex, is back then schools were basically prisons without the rape?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No, there was definitely rape.
Oh my god. Let's not do this.
I'm only being real.
You're not being real. Okay. You don't have to bring that up as a joke.
First of all,
you guys were
I'm not joking.
Y'all were smiling saying
Why? Just because I'm smiling doesn't mean I'm not joking or that I'm having fun.
You just contradicted yourself.
It just means
Oh my god.
that I'm telling the truth with optimism.
Why would you be optimistic about?
I'm optimistic
sexual
about life.
assault?
I mean, you've got to prove that in court. I mean, I'm not optimistic
This
about
is a
it.
wild episode.
You're a wild episode.
I think the sober episodes are worse than the drunk episodes.
Oh, yo, guys, my whole brain's turning right now, so I've got nothing but horrible shit to say.
There's too much going on.
I got nothing but horrible shit going on in my
You
head.
need to numb it down with some alcohol.
We removed paraphernalia from set and we're dying.
Wait. Wait. Oh my god.
Shit.
Okay, so anyways, I just thought it was interesting that there's literal studies on it showing that the school system is outdated. It's outdated. It crushes our spirit. It teaches us that we can never escape this life because we're at school all day and they don't encourage us to talk to each other because you have tests and things like that and you have to be quiet in class. You can't collaborate unless you have those fucking group projects. And then you have homework after school, so you have to work when you get back home.
When the blacks talk their whips. Good times. Good
Oh,
times.
wow.
I mean, not your school. My school. Our school. Jamaican schools.
Whips?
Switch, cane. You
Oh
see,
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
talking about.
They had that in Poland too. They had like, but I think they used like rulers and belts.
Good time. Good times, good times.
I don't know if they had the switches, but I know that they would beat kids. at school.
Yardstick.
Probably. But
Me
did you go through that?
Me? Oh no.
Okay.
No, I'm pleading for my brothers.
I just love when you were like we, and
I'm
I'm
like,
like,
what?
wait,
It's
we'll
like-
go through this.
I got we
Like,
as
we,
in my
as-
people.
as a group.
As in you, like I was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
as
yeah,
you
yeah.
and we
I see,
my
I see.
people.
Okay, I had a
You know what
moment.
mean?
I'm like, wait.
Yeah, no.
Something you're not telling me.
You would have to deal with my mother. You can't just put hands on Alex. Come on, fuck out of here. We knew what time
I
it
like
was.
to imagine you at school getting.
No,
I feel like you'd beat him back.
we get the yardstick at school from the teacher and the belt at home from dad because we got the yardstick at school.
Yeah. You'd get beat twice.
Sounds violent.
Yeah.
You
those
grew
are
up
violent
in a
times.
different age.
Yeah, right.
You're a different age. Child services were more of like a
Where
talking
were
point.
they?
They were more like a
Where were
talking
they?
point in those day and age.
But literally, where
my-
were they?
My
We
generation.
gotta say we're doing something for the kids, but like we don't actually send them out anywhere.
Yeah.
Must want the parents to attack them. That's crazy.
They use my generation to write the book for the child services.
Ah, right. You walked so we could run.
There you
That
go.
was basically what happened.
Wait, what?
You not know that?
Oh, I knew. That's funny.
It sounds like his generation would have probably called children's services and been like, yo, my child's acting up. And they would be like, I'm trying to hit you.
Sir, psst, real quick. You ever try putting your fucking hands on him? Nah, it's okay. We're not. This call's not being recorded right now.
Turn-
for
the-
the mandatory recordings.
Oh my god, I know, right?
The belt didn't work. Turn it around and use the buckle.
Okay. All right.
That's happened
All right.
to
All right.
me.
Hold on. Fun thought. Stay with me. All right.
God, fun thought.
Let me finish.
After
Let me
Mike
finish.
mentions
Let me cook.
the buckle.
Think about all these different lines. Okay, so we're talking
Limes?
222 tips, lines.
Oh, limes.
222 tips, suicide hotline, child services.
I don't think I
Imagine
like where this is
if
going.
just
I was just
stay
saying, I'm
with
like,
me. It's
I'm
a
saying-
fun thought. It's not a fun thought, but
oh
like
my
it's a
god.
fun thought.
All right.
What if
let's hear
these
it.
guys were instigators? You know what I mean? You call the suicide hotline, like let's joke like Mike's. Like, how strong is a rope in your house? You know what I mean? Whoa, let me finish. Okay. All right, whoa. Yeah, what if you called 222 tips and they were like, you try not snitching? Alex, it's in the streets now, nigga.
Oh my god. You know,
what I mean?
but you know that those people exist. It is the thing that happens.
Oh, I heard about it.
Yeah.
Good for you. You're doing
You
God's
say
work.
fun thought, but this is a real thing.
They're
that
doing the
happens.
Lord's work. They're the ones who slip through the cracks. The system cracks.
Doing the Lord's work. What are you talking about?
We
Moving on.
don't worship the same
I think
God.
we're done today.
I worship Jordan's
I
God
think
actually.
we're done
Jordan's
today.
God's